Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back, y'all. So it appears they have finally got Diddy. They have taken Diddy down, baby. Diddy is out of here. We're going to be going over a People magazine article and talking about that and discussing that. And let's see what they're talking about and the charges they're bringing against him. Um, okay, it says inside the alleged freak offs at the center of sex crimes. Oh, at center of sex crimes and charges against Diddy Combs. Okay. Prosecutors allege Combs coerced women to perform and orchestrated sex performances with male sex workers. OMG. Sean Diddy Combs, the rapper, producer, and longtime music industry titan, is accused of coercing multiple women into performing extended orchestrated sexual acts with sex workers known as freak-offs. Oh, I ain't laughing at that. It's just the way they described it. This is wild, y'all. The allegations were part of a 14-page indictment unsealed in federal court in New York City on Tuesday, September 17th. Combs, 57, is charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution, according to the indictment. Oh my goodness, y'all. So this kind of falls in line with the Cassie stuff that went down. I know a few days ago, Don from Danny DeCane and Diddy Dirty Money was coming after him, and people had so much to say on that. But my thing with that is let Dunn do her. We don't know what people have been through. We can't take that away from them. On that, the only thing I kind of like side out with Dunn when she with is the fact that she brought up stuff dealing with Cassie. Like, okay, talk about stuff that happened with you, Dunn. Don't talk about the stuff that happened or that you witnessed happen to Cassie. I'm just saying. Okay, the indictment centers around the alleged freak-offs, which prosecutors describe elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs allegedly coerced others to partake in. So he made them do these things, y'all. This is sick. Combs allegedly organized and directed the freak-offs. Prosecutors claim he would record the freak-offs and you know what to them. I ain't even about to even say it. The indictment alleges that Combs and his associates would lure people under the pretense of romantic relationships before he would use force, threats to force and coercion in order to get them to participate in the freak off. So this is maybe what he did to Cassie and so many others that he was dating, Young Miami, all the list goes on and on. Allegedly. But with the Cassie situation, this is not alleged. There is proof. Young Miami has yet to come out and say anything against him. I'm thinking though, y'all, and this is my opinion. I do believe that him and Young Miami are dating. She has not came out and said anything against him or about him. That's just my opinion. You guys can put your comments down below if you think that Diddy and Young Miami are still secretly together or still in talks or something or anything like that. Because that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. Okay. The indictment alleges that Combs and his associates would lure people. Okay, I got that. And girl, y'all, this is him. Y'all. In response to the charges against his client, Combs' attorney Mark, whatever his name is, said he would fight like hell to get the rapper released and said that Combs was going to plead not guilty, obviously. So he's saying that his client is not guilty of any of that, but there's video proof of him doing those things. There's also other eyewitnesses that have spoken out against him, even what I just mentioned earlier, Don. So I guess Don spoke out at the right time. So I'm going to have to retract that statement I made earlier. So if Don could be a witness to some of these things that she saw go down, then hey, so yeah, that works. Okay, prosecutors say the freakouts would sometimes last several days and would often feature multiple commercial sex workers. Combs would allegedly keep some of the videos taken during the sex acts, which was not always known to the victims, the indictments claim. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is crazy. This is so sick. So all that stuff that they had the pictures of them toting, the FBI and all those people toting that stuff out of it, carrying, toting, however, wherever you're from in the world. Carrying that stuff out of the house. That's what that stuff was. So they were just collecting evidence because a lot of people thought that, he was going to walk. He had these people in his pocket, and he had paid these people off. Like, nothing's going to happen to him. Well, guess what, y'all? It has happened. Diddy is down. He's going down. Combs would also allegedly supply drugs to the victims in order to ensue compliance. Well, that's another thing that Cassie also talked about in her lawsuit with him, that he would make her do drugs and have her drugged up and stuff. So that's another thing that is allegedly true. The indictments claim that when the exhausting freak offs would conclude, both Combs and the alleged victims would also receive IV fluids to recover from both exertion and the drug use. OMG. What? Just imagine what type of drugs you got to even be on to begin with to even be doing some stuff like that. I mean, he had to be taking all type of performance enhancing drugs on top of you name it. I mean, the sky's the limit. Oh my God. Members of Cohn's business, including high-ranking people who were also involved. Let me start that again. Members of Cohn's business, including high-ranking people, were also involved in arranging the freak-offs by arranging travel, booking, and stocking hotel rooms with multiple supplies, cleaning the rooms afterward, as well as resupplying Combs with supplies, delivering cash to pay sex workers, and scheduling delivery of IV fluids and per the indictment. Oh my gosh. I just can't imagine it. And we all people live different lives, y'all. We don't know about. It's just a whole type of underground world. I'm telling you guys, and it's like that with social media too. Like a lot of people really believe that, that they glorify these people and stuff. And look at him; he's a prime example. You cannot go by the riches and the he's driving this and he has that, and look who he has on his arm. And did you see him? And look at all of the money he has and stuff. But you got to think about it. What are they doing with all that money? Like it's just crazy. It's just so crazy to me. So they would arrange travel and stocking the hotel room. But I know also with the news that came out with Cassie that he would and that guy that would sit down and talk to DJ Vlad and all of them, he would say that they would take out he would rent out the whole floor. So he would probably have the first two floors or whatever. Like he would Diddy would rent out those floors. So that makes sense. That also goes in line with what was been said. So, wow. So all that time, y'all, they were just gathering information up against Diddy. This is wild to me. This is so crazy. Prosecutors say that after raiding Combs' home in Miami, Los Angeles in March, authorities found freak-off supplies, which included drugs and over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Oh, I didn't want to hear that. The alleged freak-offs were also mentioned in a lawsuit filed in November 2023 by Diddy's ex-singer Cassie. That's what we've been talking about. I've been talking about that and explaining that, who claimed she was forced to participate in them. That lawsuit was the first in a wave of others filed in the past year, accumulating with the indictment filed this week. Oh, taken down, y'all. That is disgusting. That is too much. And that's what a lot of people do. They'll get you in, they'll bait you in, they'll play nice to you, and they'll start a little soft in the beginning, and then they'll just ramp it up. If she's cool with me doing this to her, or if he or she is cool with me doing this, and then I know I got them. If they don't have anything to say to this, then yeah. And that's how they start. They start off with a little disrespect first. And if you let them get away with that, then yeah, they got you in the bag. And that's so crazy. And that's so sad. And if you're listening and you're out there and you're scared to get away, or you're scared to tell someone that someone is doing something inappropriate or something against your will, there's always people that you can tell, or go get the help that you need. You can get away from that. There is help. It is people out there. I know the world can be harsh sometimes, but it's still people out there that care. And you are not alone. Until next time, guys, put your comments down below. Have you heard? Who hasn't heard of this? Have you been living under a rock? um, guys, put your comments down below. This is sick. This is crazy. He's always been sick. He's always been crazy to me. And until next time, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video, y'all. And yeah.